Alright, welcome everyone, Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Golden Kamuy, Season 5, Episode 10.
Oh,
It's all going down.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Oh.
I'm torqued. I'm ready. Like, yes, the siege of a fort that isn't really a fort anymore.
Yep.
And hopelessly outnumbered, but also, okay, the enemy is trickling in, but we also don't have all our reinforcements yet.
Yep.
And I have there's definitely that paranoid part of me that's like, oh yay, wait, so we have a whole bunch of allies all in one location that are going to be coming here, and Ogat is on there. Okay, cool. The train isn't going to get blown up, right? Like, like
that dumb cat. He's gonna sense the danger with his
He's
remaining
like,
9 lives.
Right.
No, but then we've got Hijikata Toshizo, who's going to defend this incredible fort.
Right, because he's fought here before.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
He knows the land. He knows what we're working with.
And the enemy is currently disorganized. They're just trying to get here as soon as they can.
So that means you're going to have soldiers just trickling in. So you better keep your ammo stockpiles pretty dang high. Otherwise,
loot the bodies, always.
Yes. Actually, wait a minute. That's a brilliant point. You will be getting a nice supply of weapons and ammo from the soldiers that trickle in, one or 20 at a time.
But, it's no big deal because we just need 90 carts and horses to get the gold out of here.
Yeah.
I'm sure that'll go fine.
If we want all the gold.
No, we need a boat.
We need a boat.
And we need to hope that the boat doesn't sink and the gold be lost into the ocean as the way that show ends, because that would... No, that's not going to happen. It could happen.
I mean, it could happen.
Yeah.
Right now, though, Tsurumi has commandeered a train and is on his way much faster than they thought. So, all right.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful. This is going to be a long night. But yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
To better deflect cannon fire.
Uh-huh. Hell yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yep. Beautiful.
And they don't have any good cover for approaching.
Everyone grab a shovel.
Holy shit.
Oh, Kamuy.
Oh shit.
The Kamuy of war. Yeah, what is it? Yeah, come on.
We're past that, right?
All right. Cool. So yeah, they go Ushiyama on trench duty. Yeah.
That'll be real helpful. The lucky guy found the sandbags. Oh, okay. All right, these are our people.
Oh,
okay.
I panicked there. Right.
Oh, shit.
Oh, he's got... Whoa. Kamuy, yeah.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Oh my god. Oh.
動物の胃袋だ。私たちが油とかを保存する。
Oh shit. Oh shit.
土地の権利書だ。ロシア海軍との取引が失敗した頃、我々がいた函館ではエゾ共和国という。
Oh my god.
そこで俺たちアイヌはエゾ共和国の榎本武明という西パと。
Did they buy like? Yeah.
アイヌの土地占有を認める条約を結んだ。見てみろ。
It's the island of Hokkaido. Whoa. Holy shit.
Okay. Gotcha.
So nothing could be recognized, but okay, wait. Whoa!
Okay.
Whoa! Whoa!
Shit!
How much gold was put on this then?
Oh my god. No.
ちょっと待って。じゃあ金塊はもうないってことなのか。
A percentage at least.
私もこれしかないと思っていた。金塊の使い道は森のある土地を買い占めるしかないって。森を守ればカムイを残せる。
Oh,
私たちの文化はカムイが
our Kamuy, yeah, plural.
Shit.
All our Kamuy.
So, just with that document.
I mean, it's a bunch of documents, but
No,
yeah.
right.
最悪をもたらすと言われた黄金の
Theoretically, a Sherpa doesn't even need the gold
私たちが
anymore.
本当に必要とするカムイに置き換わっていたんだ。
それにしてもウィルクはどうしてここに権利書を隠したんだ。持って帰ればよかったのに。
権利書が狙われていたのかもしれない。
Sure.
キロラン家かな。
だが原生林の保護などという話は
Sure.
されていない。
Good point.
そもそもアイヌが土地占有の条約を結んだのはウィルクはあくまで資源の開発を望んでこれを託したのではないか。
もうここ用事ない。
鶴見中尉たちが来るまで予想ではあと2時間ほど。
But we don't know how much gold was traded.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
半分しか
Yeah, yeah.
だけ焼きに引き渡された金額
37,000.
So there's
のっぺらぼうが私に伝えた量は2万貫だ。
37,000
kilograms of gold.
875 kilograms
Holy
are still out
shit.
there.
Yeah. Tsurumi's already here. We're under attack.
It's a ship. Oh.
Oh my god.
偵察してたのか。
Yeah, they're giving them the coordinates and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
the
yeah.
angle.
Holy shit.
I knew it. I knew it.
金塊がどこでやれ短時間
Oh!
Fuck.
Right!
Koito's father! Wait! That's their potential out! Oh shit! Oh shit! But that also
Oh!
means Koito could be the
We're
secret
at the
to everything.
halfway point of the
Because if
episode.
Koito turns on Tsurumi,
Sure.
those destroyers could turn too, and that's also how they
Sure.
can get out.
誰が来たぞ。
撃つな。鶴見中尉と話したい。
Okay.
自分だけ降伏しに行ったのか。
Maybe hoping to take out Tsurumi himself.
このまま艦砲射撃で五稜郭を更地にする気か
Eventually they'll stop,
こ
though.
こから逃げよう。
奴が艦砲射撃で炙り出さ
Yeah.
Ah.
うん
網走監獄に来ていた4隻が全部来たとして、
Sure, sure.
出口の3カ所以外なら包囲網は薄いかもしれない。残りの半分の金塊が五稜郭にあるのかないのか。
While we're getting bombed?
せようぜ。金塊を死んでも死にきれねえよ。
You guys are so loud. Oh.
金塊はなかった。
Nice.
Whoa.
それを聞かされて、ああそうですか。
Oh, so it is, yeah.
艦砲を射撃で吹き飛ばしてから土方歳三たちの肉戦をどかし、その
Look at that face.
あるかどうか自分で確かめるだけだ。
情報証拠なら思い当たることはないか。函館戦争の後、明治政府がやけに羽振りが良かったとか。
Sure.
Oh.
森を開墾すれば農地に適した肥沃な土地と、その下にある莫大な鉱産資源、それらの土地の使用権はアイヌ民族にだけある。
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
第一師団にはアリコイポプテのようなアイヌの
Good
兵士が
point.
何人もいるだろう。
Well,
I mean, this is a gamble.
and he's gone now.
土方歳三の根本にあるのは結局は喧嘩だ。
Cool. I like this.
新選組の副長として派手に喧嘩をして
Uh-huh. Many more will die, yeah.
Yep.
勝ち目のない函館戦争なんぞでせっかく命拾いしたのに次こそは死ぬべきと。
Right. It's the same will as that young,
Yeah.
wild man, yeah.
権利書を盾に艦砲射撃を牽制し、五稜郭に戻って土方歳三と一緒に戦うつもりなんだろう。長倉新八こそ最後に喧嘩だ。
Oh. Oh.
ならばどこまでが本当かも分かったかね。
Oh!
Oh! What a legend!
Shit!
Okay, yeah, come into close range, you little bitches. You're done.
Yep.
注意の部下たちは汽車で移動してるんだよな。今のうちにお嬢だけでも逃がしたらどうだ。
Oh.
なら権利書を持たせて。
Yep, yep.
いいんじゃないの。やっとここまでたどり着いて金塊が足元にあるかもしれないってのに。
私も残る。
Okay, Ashirpa, okay.
私は見届けなきゃ。
いざという時は俺がアシリパさんのご了
I'm Sugimoto the Immortal.
Okay.
Yeah.
とにかく手はず通りに行きますよ。
What?
No way. That lucky bastard.
急いで行ってくれ。
He showed up and the wind blew it into some location that'll show them no shot.
No way.
アシリパ、お前は残ったか。
Oh. Oh no.
Yeah. It's gonna be an expensive lesson. Holy shit.
The way he was like trying to swat them away.
Yeah.
やっぱり艦砲射撃がやるのは
All right, squat up.
さんでしたか。
All right.
このまま封じられるかは分からん。
大沼公園駅名物の大沼団子です。
Fantastic.
函館戦争の後、明治政府は
He knew. He knew. Yeah.
新帝と東京の大開発事業が始まった。その酒税だけで日清戦争の軍費を賄ったという。日露戦争も外国から莫大な借金をしたと言われているが。
Oh.
アイヌとの不都合な契約を破棄するのが目的で、我々は金塊を餌に
Oh.
ことでしょうか。
土方歳三の望み通りに喧嘩してやる。
Yeah.
五稜郭後遺戦。
Tsurumi's
Okay.
great.
門倉の入れ墨にはこの場所を示す重要な文字があった。
早く開けて。
Those eyes.
Bro's got the gold fever.
Uh-huh.
危ない。落ち着け。白石を押さえとけ。食じゃない。
Yep.
皮袋がいっぱいあるぜ。
Oh, their faces.
危ねえっつってんだよ。
Holy shit.
Our Kamuy.
シリパさん、とうとう俺たちで
Yeah.
金塊を見つけちまったね。
Wow.
All right.
That's the end of the episode.
Well, we're
Okay.
still gonna get our battle of the ages
And
here.
no artillery fire. Cool. All right.
All
We
right.
found the gold.
We found the gold.
We found the gold.
We found a fun twist reveal about the gold, and that
Yeah.
half the gold was spent, or at least a little bit less than half of
Right.
the gold was spent to buy a large percentage of Hokkaido.
Right.
Wow.
Holy shit. So now
And
there's
this was something that the Meiji government basically would easily try to annul at some point.
right.
But they said they did it in the presence of ambassadors of a half a dozen other countries
Yep.
in order to make this an international treaty that could not be so easily
Just wiped away.
removed.
Yeah.
And so the Ainu have done it and have potentially bought the
Yep.
stability or the opportunity to keep their culture and people
Right.
alive.
And Ashirpa, I commend your bravery
Yeah.
for deciding to stick around. Girl, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Because go.
Because you know what gets really bad, right, is that you still end up having this situation where the 7th could be now just as dangerous to the government as our friends and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So you could still have a situation where they tried to put division between the ranks and then have the destroyers end up turning on Tsurumi's men. But even still, it could just be a thing where they're like, no, you guys need to communicate this back to Tokyo and Kyoto
Right.
and everything, and then be
Yes.
like, there's something crazy that just got unearthed as far as knowledge, and you just send your soldiers to come and round up
Right.
Tsurumi and everybody here.
Yep. Or just, say, just bombard everything.
I mean,
You know.
that's less clean, but yes, it would at least stop the fighting or
Right.
what have you.
Yep.
But okay, yeah, this is nuts. I don't know the actual history of what ends up happening with Hokkaido and the Ainu, so this is a very tense new reveal here.
I love the idea, though, that is then used to try and negotiate peace talks with Tsurumi, which, of course, we're like, there's no goddamn way.
No way it's gonna work,
Right.
no.
But then he's like, hang on. Because, yeah, he worked in intelligence.
And he does not like the Japanese government.
And
he is not a fan.
Nope. And that amount of gold doesn't just disappear.
No.
Right? Like 37,000 kilograms of gold.
Let me just go and look.
Like,
I'm gonna do some math here really quick.
That is a truly insane number.
Yeah.
Like,
you keep talking. I'm gonna do some math here.
Yeah. So the idea that he's like, no, okay, they're saying that this happened, and yeah, war's fucking expensive.
Right.
They should have been bankrupt.
Keep going. Keep going.
I'm just looking at the numbers and thinking about it.
Keep going.
Like, that's something that he would be able to actually think about and be like, okay, no, there actually is something to what you're saying. Right. Like there is a reason to actually think that. I can't be sure, and so okay, yeah, I still have overwhelming numbers, and so I'm going to do this, the good old fashioned way, right, where we can have our hype, last stand and everything, rather than him just doing what he said he was going to do of, bombard everything into oblivion and then sweep aside the gore and see for himself what the deal is. But oh man, like this is it's so fun that we actually have the gold now. It's like, okay, it's there. It's at the bottom of a well. Great. That makes it even more difficult to actually get out, right? Like, if you think about it, like, if it was just buried somewhere and it's like, okay, we can just pick it up real quick. No, they've got to go one bag at a time, tie it with the rope, have someone, probably Ushiyama, pull it up, right? And then start processing it to get it out of there. That's very fun. And also the idea that it's such a small location so that they can have that, like, choke point of, like, all right, this is the objective, effectively, right? Maintain this position. But, oh man. I'm going
to do some calculations here. Okay,
Holy
so
shit.
the gold, if it was in today's dollars, just the amount that was given to the Japanese government, in today's dollars would be worth $5,486,335,500 approximately. I took out the cents basically in that regard, but that's how much it would be. So then in 1910, that would be $160,236,792.55.
That's actually way smaller than I thought it would be.
Well, no. 5 billion for the stuff that was just given to the government.
Right.
That means there's another approximately like 6 billion
Right.
just chilling in
Yeah.
the ground right now.
No, I know. That's
Billion.
No, I know. That's just making me... That's giving me...
Billion.
That's giving me different context for when I hear that, like, this billionaire is worth $20 billion or something. The idea that it's like, wait a minute, that means it's worth effectively, like, 100,000 kilograms of gold?
Well, I mean, yeah, but
Like,
nobody has that kind of
right, but like,
gold.
that kind of dosh or whatever. Yeah,
Right.
That's still just insane.
Well, right, because
Like, it gives me more context for what a billion means rather than what the gold is. Like that's wow.
Numbers are numbers. They
numbers are numbers. They do number.
Yeah. So I think what's really just incredible about this though is that land in this kind of a setup here. This is a infinite value thing though, because it buys them a way to maintain their people's culture and and way of life theoretically forever. And so this is just a very exciting thing, but then it also gives context into the so if Shiraishi is freaking out, this gold fever right here. Yes, it's because he knows that billions basically from today's money is basically in the ground.
Just right there. Yeah. Of course he's going to go mad.
He's going to be freaking nuts. Because, if you divide this even 1,000 ways.
Yeah.
You divide this 1,000 ways.
It's still the 5 million
apiece. 5 million apiece,
Yeah, 5.5. Yeah.
1,000 ways.
Right.
There's only like...
Even that's if they said, hey, 7th, I know you could just take all the gold, but literally, you could just not have a bunch of you die and not have us die, and give us just an equal share of 1 per person, and we're good. We're peace, you know? Like, do your thing.
Nah, then they all just kill each other.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy. The battle for Goryokaku is about to begin.
Yeah.
And we've got trenches. We've got 120 Russian men here, so that's gonna be fantastic.
And Tsurumi's men are not all here yet because he came here quicker on the destroyers, and those could only carry so many people. Cool. Very good to know.
Oh, for sure. I was gonna say, so the destroyers can only carry so many people is one thing, but they did come on a train. There's a difference. So there's the larger amount that couldn't all fit on the train necessarily, but then the destroyers basically are going to have that amount that's necessary to pilot them. He was bringing that up within the context of you need at least this many soldiers on there. So of the ones that came on there, they wouldn't have as many like here.
I believe he said that the destroyers can only effectively carry 16 dudes, which does seem like a really small number.
That's what's wrong. So I might have this wrong in that he's saying that they all came on the destroyers, which because that was Koito's dad with the whole thing there.
Right.
But he's saying that they need 16 at minimum to run the destroyers, to actually like utilize them and stuff. So let me go to that spot here where he mentions that. That's here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. Wait, did I miss it? Did I skip it?
Yeah, we were just.
Cool. So, bombs going off. They have the air balloon, gunfires from a ship that came in their destroyers.
Yep.
So then we talk about where the destroyers came from. He contacted Koito's father's.
Yep.
A whole deal there, so he could. And then he went from Sapporo Station to Muroran Station, took a destroyer waiting at the port to Hakodate Port.
Right.
Gotcha. So yes, so he took a destroyer to get here.
Right.
But then actually,
it's not all of his men were able to fit on the destroyers, so those people are still going to be.
That was one destroyer.
No,
he only took one destroyer from Sapporo. So those destroyers,
even if they brought all 4, okay.
Oh, yeah, only 16 army soldiers can ride along on a destroyer.
Right.
That seems extremely small.
I'm guessing it's just that these are, like, destroyers generally are not, like, the super big ships, you know? Like, they're the ones that just have the guns and then they, take out the bigger ships, right? But that does still seem small. I'm guessing it's something where it's just there's a lot of people on them that are the, like... the people actually running the ship and making it work, right?
Sure.
These are not transports. I imagine you could still make some shit work if it's like, okay, normally they only have 16 people on it versus like, if you really wanted to, you could pile more people on there.
Yeah, look at it. There's no way you only have space for 16 people. They would just be sitting, they'd be crammed up on top there.
Well,
how is this?
Yeah, unless it's like a weight thing for the destroyers, but I imagine that probably wouldn't be it.
That's ridiculous.
Right,
the ammunition weighs more than like probably most of the guys that would come on the ship.
The artillery that they're firing, it's artillery, but it's not the big giga artillery, right? It's not the kind of stuff that they'd have on battleships or whatever.
Totally, yeah,
right?
yeah. But still, they don't carry only like 5 shots or what have you. I'm just shocked that it would be only 16 here. I have to take his word for it. Right. I don't know why.
Yeah,
But
that feels like something that's more a matter of general military policy than their actual capabilities, right? Like it's we don't put more people on there because then they start to slow down or something like that or whatever, right? And then it's not as effective in the purpose that the destroyer is supposed to be used for, but they're also not going to be used for actual naval combat here. They're just here to basically provide support for the ground attack.
Yeah.
Or maybe
the thing was that he did commandeer a train in the previous episode to send soldiers here.
No, right. And so he took a train here with, some of his dudes to then get on the ships to come here faster. The other part of his army is still on the way on the train the whole way. right? Because they're taking the train the whole way as opposed to taking the train to a port to then.
But
get
then
there
they should
faster.
still be here any minute, according to them, though.
Right, yeah,
So
it's
the 64 is irrelevant as far as the combat goes because the soldiers, they could just wait 5 minutes to an hour or something like that, and the rest of the soldiers
even
would be
3
here.
hours, right? Like it's still something where it's we can't really get away from here, right?
Yeah.
And
I guess I'm
whatever.
hyper-indexing on this because the 64 was basically just there to make the point as to why they were able to get some of them out to go meet
Right.
up with the guy who's trying to convince Tsurumi to basically stop the attack.
And the thing that you don't want to do is, like, the tough part is that if it's okay, he did actually only bring 64 soldiers, and we can know for a fact that he wasn't able to just overload the destroyers and bring more people, then theoretically we're in a situation where we actually outnumber them right now. Do we risk going outside of our fortifications that we set up to try and quickly kill them and get Tsurumi?
No, we
do
basically
we stay
start a
here and hunker
gigantic
down?
escort mission with this massive carts of gold and stuff.
Sure.
And just fight them in a kind of a pitched, like, not pitched, but like kind of in a mobile way once we start getting the gold moving. But other than that, then, it comes a little bit of a standoff while Tsurumi waits for the rest of his soldiers to get
Exactly.
here. So,
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's good to just keep in context here. I loved the reveal, though, that this recontextualizes what the Japanese government was doing
And why
with
they wanted him
regards
to get the gold.
Tsurumi being used to basically flush out the remaining Ainu and get rid of the problem for them.
Where it's yes, we want the gold. We also would, given that the contract was hidden, it wasn't actively being utilized, they don't want to have to suddenly give up half of Hokkaido because of money that they already spent.
Yeah.
You know.
I do like the idea that Tsukishima is kind of probing Tsurumi here to be like, how much of this did you know?
Right.
But we know for sure that Tsurumi did not know about the deed book. Like,
Right.
that is the kind of thing that he could not have known about.
He doesn't even fully believe that it necessarily is real, but it might be. That would explain some things about, like, how the Japanese were even able to win, certain battles and wars and things like that they were not at all expected to win.
Right. The amount of money that was invested in Tokyo, but then also used to basically gather the weapons and...
Right.
Yeah. So, it's a fun reveal in that the context for the Ainu's deal with the Meiji government at the time informs basically a lot of the consequences of Tsurumi becoming the person who he was, or having to deal with those circumstances that ended up then leading him to make the decisions that he did with regards to the Russo-Japanese War.
Also, Katakura was used to wonderful effect this episode of just how stinking lucky that dude is, whether it's there's so many flies around here. It's like, no, those are bullets you're getting shot at. Like,
Bro's having his Stonewall Jackson moment. It's just like,
right. What? I don't care,
I have the power of God and anime on my side,
And to the point where he literally also is the reason that they find the gold in the first place.
That was really That was really really cute in a fun way, because it's like, oh, wait, for what reason in the story could they actually go from like we don't know where to look to suddenly we know where to look? Cool, let's hand wave it away and make it a silly thing.
Not to just be something where it's like, okay, they're digging forever, and then eventually, oh hey, here it is.
Or they discover something all of a sudden,
right?
That doesn't have as much build up to it.
Exactly.
It gets us to the, hey, there's a well here. Perfect.
Well,
Hijikata would know about this because of his time actually here on the fort. And he just forgot about it. And he's like, shit, that's right.
It's a random well for horses. It's like, okay.
And real life is just as strange at times where people are like, wait, the wind blew a certain way, and suddenly it all clicked for me. My intuition locked in, and I was like, oh, we need to go here.
The fact that they set it up with, like, the wind blowing at the skin, and I'm like, what are they going to use this for? The skins have already been used for everything that they need to do. We even got the bonus thing of, okay, finding the deed book and stuff.
And Hijikata having the god character on
exactly,
his chest there,
Right. And then suddenly he comes in, and that's when the wind picks up enough. That was great.
It was wonderful.
That was fantastic.
But what do you think this little squad of 3 or 4 that have left the fort is going to do with the information that they have?
I don't know.
Or what they're going to do in general.
I feel like
do you think they're getting the carts then?
Maybe. I feel like the best thing that they could do
I thought they already were sent to get the carts.
Is maybe, now that they've actually found the location of all this stuff, contact other people, right? Because Tsurumi is doing everything that he's doing now very much in opposition to, the current established regime, right? And so, while he has enough people that you don't easily oppose something like that, if suddenly you tell the Japanese government that, oh, hey, by the way, there's a shit ton of gold here, and this bastard that is commandeering a whole regiment of your dudes is going to take it for himself and do all kinds of crazy shit.
Sure.
That might make them be like, all right,
I guess this all comes
that,
back kind of to the Ogata factor, because if he still is operating on orders from the government as his, kind of secret agent in this regard, does he basically take the gold has been found, pass this along as well, and then it's just that, if this guy's running out here, and they kind of bumped into each other, and he was like, whoop, had his little, like, shutting his eye moment to, like, reset things, he's like, okay, the gold must have been found. The only reason why they would basically, like, start, panicking and sending people out of their position is if something was found that was updated. But he doesn't need to know that it was actually that the book was found.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, it must be the gold. So then he can contact.
Which is also great, because he doesn't even care about the gold himself. So it's
but it could be really fun to then see him get, like, some closure here, being a sniper and all.
Yes. I definitely think that's going to happen.
Oh, for sure.
But, okay.
All right.
Whew. Somehow I didn't think we'd find the gold this quickly, even though in hindsight it makes total sense, because we need to have the actual, now we get it out.
I thought the percentage of the gold kind of thing would either be on the smaller side or much higher percentage. Half,
but it's just
half makes it much more exciting because it's just multiply the amount that they use to change the trajectory of Japan's nation, the nation of Japan, and that's how much gold is left in there, plus a little extra.
Exactly.
Just a few hundred kilograms extra.
Well, and one of the things I'm kind of curious about, right, is, so they got a sizable amount of Hokkaido. We know about how much the gold is worth. Would that amount of money now be able to buy up the rest of Hokkaido, theoretically? Or,
would they want to sell it, though?
Oh, no, yeah, exactly. Would they want to sell it, all that stuff? And maybe they specifically bought the places that were cheaper, where there weren't a lot of people, because that's what they want, but then also it's cheaper.
$5 billion is a lot of money.
Right, like,
I
I feel like I'm just now starting to understand exactly how much it is, and now I'm like, wait.
Do you want to know something that's going to, like, peeve you, though?
Okay. What?
You want to see the Louisiana Purchase.
Oh, yeah, no, I know that was for peanuts.
Dirt cheap.
Yeah, it was like $2
it was like,
a square mile
a few
or something.
million. Yeah, so $15 million for 820,000 square miles. So, that was in 1803, I believe.
Yeah, so that's about $2 per square mile.
No, I know, but it's $100. Well, no, because that's back then. So it's 100 years before this.
Right.
Though. So you almost have to
3 cents.
You almost
per
have
acre.
to add you almost have to add like a 12x multiplier on to the multiplier of what this was. So if that was basically like 100 or
it was like 200 million.
It was like 150 million and that goes to 5 billion.
5.5 billion, yeah.
So that's what, like 30x?
I think it's about 26.
26, okay. So then 26 times 12.
Yeah, no, I know.
So it's about 260. So even then,
even 30 times of the 3 cents an acre, you're talking $1 an acre, basically.
Yeah.
Money. Yeah.
Absolutely silly.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. So in some ways, Japanese government got a much better deal. Like as far as just
Louisiana Purchase cannot be used as any kind of metric for a good deal or not. That was theft. Is what that was. But
it was that France was bankrupt.
Right.
And it was that was Napoleon era.
Okay.
Specifically, French Revolution had just happened.
Gotcha.
So France had gone through turmoil, getting to basically have some cash sent their way.
That was basically the we're bankrupt and we're liquidating assets.
Well, not just that. We just had so many people die. Like the whole country went through a complete and utter turmoil, revolution and stuff. So then, yes, they're very different for sure.
Right.
But it's just to think of the scale difference. Hokkaido is this tiny island on top of Japan.
I know. And not exactly
and
the most desirable land in the traditional sense. Is because of the cultural significance, and it's their home and all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
But Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, crazy. But I loved all the characters getting feverishly excited about all this, but then also, Sugimoto, you did it. You led a Sherpa to the gold.
Yep.
You guys successfully made it there. You're both okay for now.
Cover
And
your eyes
now-
when the gold is raining down on you, because, gold nuggets and dust and stuff, that could hurt.
Yeah, for sure. But all right, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon and get on early access there. You can watch full-length time reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
Next time.